March 1861. The nation is falling apart. 7 states have already seceded, and more threaten to follow. I can feel the tension in my very walls. Then, a tall, thin man with sad eyes and a deep sense of purpose walks through my doors. Abraham Lincoln has arrived, and though I have housed war heroes, politicians, and founding fathers, I know immediately this man is different. Lincoln does not come alone. Behind him is Mary Todd Lincoln, his wife, a complex, emotional, and strong-willed woman with expensive taste and a deep well of grief. She has already lost 2 children, and though she wears fine dresses and hosts grand receptions, sorrow clings to her like a heavy shawl. And then, the boys. Robert, the eldest, is already a young man, serious and reserved, like his father. Willie, bright and full of life, quickly becomes my favorite. He is gentle and kind, with a sharp mind and a love of poetry. Tad, energetic and mischievous, turns my halls into a playground. He hides under tables, chases his pet goats through the corridors, and interrupts important meetings with laughter. This is not the stiff, formal White House of past presidents. This is a home. I hear joy echo through my rooms for the first time in years. No matter how busy he is, Lincoln always finds time for them, often sprawling on the floor in his office, letting Tad climb onto his back as he signs documents that will shape the nation. Then the war begins. April 1861. Fort Sumter falls. The South declares war. The laughter in my halls fades. Lincoln barely sleeps. He walks my corridors at night, lost in thought, carrying the weight of the war on his shoulders. Generals come and go. Some fail him. Others test his patience, and some will one day be remembered as legends. The newspapers attack him relentlessly. They call him a baboon, a tyrant, an incompetent fool. He does not break. Even when he is exhausted, even when half the country hates him, even when the death toll rises into the hundreds of thousands, he presses on. Then, tragedy. Willie Lincoln falls ill. For days he burns with fever. The doctors do what they can, but medicine is still a crude practice. The truth is, there is little they can do. They do not yet know what I do. The Lincolns drink water drawn from the Potomac River. It is contaminated, carrying invisible death into their cups, into their bodies. And so, in February 1862, Willie dies in my walls. Mary is devastated. She locks herself in their room, refusing to eat, refusing to speak. She never recovers. Lincoln carries his grief quietly, but I see him sitting alone, staring at the empty bed. I hear his quiet sobs when no one is around. Tad, now without his closest companion, clings to his father, and Lincoln lets him. Because though he is president, commander-in-chief, and leader of a fractured nation, he is, above all else, a father. By 1862, Lincoln realizes the war must mean something greater. It cannot just be about saving the Union. It must be about freedom. And so, on January 1st, 1863, he signs the Emancipation Proclamation. It does not end slavery outright, but it changes the war forever. Now, the fight is not just about the Union. It is about ending slavery in America. And though some call him a radical, though the South rages, though his enemies plot against him, he does not waver. By 1863, the war is at its bloodiest. Then comes Gettysburg. 51,000 casualties in 3 days. The most horrifying battle I have ever witnessed. Lincoln rides out to Pennsylvania, stands before a crowd, and delivers a short, simple, perfect speech. The Gettysburg Address. It lasts just 2 minutes. And when he finishes, silence. No applause, no grand reaction. Lincoln thinks he has failed. He did not. By 1864, Lincoln's face is lined with exhaustion. He is gray before his time, but then victory. In April 1865, the South surrenders. The Union is saved. The war is over. Lincoln smiles. Finally, he relaxes. He tells Mary, "So we must be happier now, for 5 days." April 14th, 1865, Lincoln goes to Ford's Theater. He's relieved, happy, laughing, and then a gunshot. John Wilkes Booth shoots him in the head. They rush him across the street. But it is too late. By morning, he is gone. And I have lost my most admirable resident. I have seen great men walk my halls. I have seen warriors, thinkers, builders, and politicians. But never have I housed a man with a heart as noble, a soul as burdened, and a spirit as unbreakable as Abraham Lincoln. He was flawed. He was human. But he was also the best among them. And now, a new man steps through my doors, Andrew Johnson. And he will destroy almost everything Lincoln built.